My apologies. Let me just do that all over again because you know. So simply put, howdy everyone, how y'all doing? It's Wilgan speaking. Your rare guest star phone that you like or not. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little what is it? I guess a little teaching series. And I'll pretty much be doing, a little bit of these types of streams every so often. Where I pretty much will voice record. I'll go ahead and have you all type in the comments what you think, and then we'll have a discussion about it towards the end. This is going to be 1 hour and 30 minutes, and while that is happening, I am going to be I'm going to be taking care of some business with someone. Now, if something occurs, I have to start it over. Then that means that the individual that I'm waiting for to do this collab is finally online and ready for me. So other than that, without further ado, y'all take care, y'all have fun. And also CapCut went up $10, which means that I won't be able to add a lot of fancy effects to my bids anymore. So I understand why CapCut had to go up in price of the subscription, but probably the last time that I paid them $20 until the price lowers down just a bit. I mean, I understand it's due to inflation and whatnot, and there's more new features added, especially with AI implementations, but it's understandable. But I'll do my best to still try to make the best content that I can, even without the special premium features of CapCut. Alrighty, let's do this. Howdy, everyone. This is Wilgan speaking. I used to formerly go under the name of Why People Why. As someone who's pretty much in their 30s, I constantly look back at myself and ask, what kind of a friend am I? And a lot of people, they come to me and they wonder, well, we used to hang, we used to talk, but you don't do that as much anymore. And then I start to laugh and I think to myself, when was the last time that you checked in on me? I let you do what you want, stream how long you want. I let you talk about whatever makes you happy. I literally give you a lot of freedom. But the moment I, decide to just do what I need to do because you don't know my financial situation or, the status of my job or just anything in my life, you just assume that I've forgotten about you. And I will never understand people who feel like that I have to be up under them 24/7. It's just very strange to me. But then I thought about it and I was like, well, Wilkins, ask yourself that same question. How would you want someone to treat you? How would you feel if they added you and all of a sudden you just stopped coming around? And you know what? You're right. But here's the thing that I've learned when I try to catch up with almost everyone. I did a little experiment. So a lot of people made me feel guilty at one point when I was in my 20s that I wouldn't spend time with them and hang out with them. So I remember I spent one time where I canceled most of my plans and messaged every single person that I could on Discord. I told myself I'm going to do this for 1 hour. That 1 hour turned to 5 hours. I got invited to so many collabs. I got invited to this party, this instance, and I just kept going from instance to instance to party to party. Before you know it, I looked at my body and I noticed I started to lose weight immediately. Like, it was just like drastic because this was going on for a whole week. I tested this. I said, I'm going to do this for a whole week. And I started to eat less. I started to work out less. And people just kept dragging me and telling me, come on, let's do this. And before you know it, I end up being on VR for way longer than expected, to the point where I had to have moments where I would push people to the side and get back to working out and exercising. And, and then before you know it, the moment that I start telling people, sorry, I can't do this, sorry, I can't, then people, the same people that I helped, the same people that I gifted subs to and whatnot, they abandoned me. When I needed them for projects, they would say yes, and then they would never show up. These aren't bad people. It's just they don't see themselves. They want me to be this perfect friend because their past friendships were terrible. But they don't understand how I get treated in the friendship. When I'm in their streams, do they allow me to talk? No, they don't. When I'm collabing with them, do I have a say in what I can do? Not really. Their idea over mine. When I try to reach out, when I honestly needed someone to hold, to hug, to cuddle, and I sent request after request, rejection, 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 rejection. It was as if I didn't matter anymore. Certain people that I used to hang around with, they would do something and it would make me feel uncomfortable. I didn't know how to really speak up about it, so I kept it to myself. You see, that 1 week taught me a lot. It taught me a lot about myself. And let's not forget the times where I'm incredibly sick and people can't read my status and then they want to ask, are you okay? Well, I'm sorry to say, but come on, let's play a game anyway. Come on, let's do this. And I'm nearly dealing with Omicron. I see in their status, they don't want to be bothered, so I respect that. But the moment I put that in my status, 10 plus invites. Add me on Discord, they say. Add me on Discord. I talk to them. I tried to reach them out. Go silent, go quiet. Hey man, it's been 6 months. How come you haven't messaged me back? Within those 6 months, I lost my grandparents. I lost my friend. I've been doing a lot of stress at my job. I've been trying to look up workout plans that would work best for me. I'm running my own Discord. No one communicates. I deal with lots of people who are depressed and sad. And then when I deal with those that are happy, I'm constantly being asked for money. All of this, all that I had to deal with this. And the worst mistake I made was volunteering to be a mod. Well, I can handle it. Dealt with some of the rudest furries and bronies I've ever met in my entire life. So you have to understand that if I don't talk to you, that's your cue to reach out to me, not the other way around. Because I tried doing that. And being told that you're a terrible person, being told that the friends that you hang out with are awful, even though they're not. And being constantly told you're always AFK, not realizing I have a life. So it makes me ask myself, and I put myself in their shoes, am I a good friend? The answer to that question is, that's up for you to decide. Because no amount of what I deal with people should ever cause me to lose part of my sanity, cause me to almost be unhealthy, and to almost lose my happiness. Just because
There's a lot of people without jobs, no careers, or no, future planning. People ask me, how come you don't have a lot of friends? How come you don't talk to people as much? You should do this, you should do that. And I look at these same people and I say, who are you to dictate my life? When I met you and I added you as a friend on VR chat or Discord or whatnot, I did not expect you to try to treat me like I'm a villain, like I'm a bad guy, like I'm someone that has to do whatever you say. You're not my mom, you're not my dad, you're not my brother, you're not my sister, you're not a god, you're not a king. Who are you to tell me what to do with my life? There's a quote that a therapist told me, and they simply said this: you tell those people who would treat you like that, you don't owe them and they don't own you. Now you probably thinking to yourself, but you're a strong, independent, brawny / furry whatnot. Why not just speak up for yourself? I did. Didn't matter. It's in my bio. They didn't care. It was in my status that I was grieving, that I was hurt. They still invited me. So what did they do now? They abandoned me. After all the things that I've done, all the encouraging words that I've said, they abandoned me. They unfriended me. And they treated me like a ghost. And those same people were never empathetic towards the fact that I just needed some time to myself. But when they needed time to themselves, it's a-okay. Group meetups that I would go to that I fully enjoyed, no longer enjoy anymore. Because people used me, treated me like I was an object, and then tossed me to the side. And the folks smiling saying that, oh, we love you, we care about you. No. So I say all of this because I want people to understand that when you add me as a friend, you are dealing with someone who has been hurt, who has been broken, who has once had lots of trust issues, who has been told numerous times to shut the F up, who has been abandoned. But not once did I ever allow that trauma and drama to spew over to the people that I add. When people come to me, I'm happy to see them. If I don't see them in a year, I'm still happy to see them. If I don't see them in 2 years, I'm still happy to see them. If I don't see them in kids and teenagers, they have time to hang, and drink and all this stuff. And what I mean by teenagers drinking, I mean, like the old teenagers are like 18. I don't mean like no actual kids, but you get my point. And of course, like with kids, like, drink Kool-Aid and eat snacks and all that stuff. See, that's the type of stuff that kids and teenagers do. They hang. Adults, they work. They work out. They exercise. They read. Now, I do understand that communication is important. And I do admit that in some cases, I do need to improve on my communication. That I need to be more straightforward with people when I add them, that this is what you can't expect. But the people I don't understand is when I do try to reach out and they hit me with a, hi, how are you? And I say, how are you? And then they remain quiet. They don't even bother to try to continue the conversation. So I feel like I'm wasting my time. Nothing's worse than getting a message from somebody that asks hi, and you say hi, and it just doesn't go anywhere. There's so much I want to talk to people about psychology, about spirituality, about fashion, about history, but when people are so numb and so hurt, and they use that as an excuse to just not want to talk anymore. What can you do? So am I a good friend? I don't know anymore. I'm not worried about it. Am I a good person? I'm not worried about that anymore. I do the best that I can. I help when I can. I better myself every day because I have to. I have trials and tribulations that I guarantee you, if people were to step a mile in my shoes and deal with the thoughts that I deal with every single day, they will wonder how in the AG double hockey sticks does this brony and furry still keep standing and still keep smiling. You can't be me. I have folks that talk to me about suicide and homicide and what's going on with the government, but I guarantee you, if they have my thought process, my mind, they would not survive not even 30 seconds. The meditative practices, everything, the techniques that I had to learn from elders, that took time. The amount of pain and struggle that I dealt with, that took time to heal from it. And not once did I ever go to anybody and always talk to them about my problems. I didn't say, woe is me that my grandparents died. I didn't say, woe is me that my friend died. I didn't say, woe is me, my job is terrible. But you also got to love the people who always expect you to talk. Some people just don't like talking. Some people just want to be to themselves and just be meditative. Sometimes I'm just the type of person that likes to listen more than talk. Because every time I talk, no one wants to listen. Because when I speak, it's the truth. When I tell someone that's a defeatist, get up, you can do it, and they keep telling me they can't do it, what can you do about that? Because it's already in their mindset. Defeat's already in their mindset, so therefore defeat will come their way. I can't fix that. When someone tells me to leave me the F alone, we're not friends anymore, I can't fix that. But I can hold my head up high and say that I tried. Some people are just sorry. They don't understand what it means to be an adult. They don't understand about, the concept of sacrifice. They don't understand what an actual friend is. See, they think that a friend is someone that has to hang with you every single day. Sometimes your best friend could be someone that you only see every now and then. And that person can always help you out. Now, I do understand that you do need somebody in your corner that's always there for you. But what happens when that so-called friend of yours is no longer around because they are dealing with the worst time in their life and they need all the encouragement, all the love, all the care? I don't understand this concept. It's just the way how my brain operates. Maybe I need people to help and reteach me about what a friend is. Because I've been so hurt and jacked up that I don't even know. I've been used so many times that maybe I just don't seem to understand and comprehend it. I've been banned and kicked from so many groups for the silliest of reasons possible that I don't even know. But the one thing that I do know is this. Be humble, treat people with respect, with meekness, kindness, and firmness, and respect whatever that person chooses to be. But this whole hanging, it's just not me. I can't hang with people all the time. I can't party with people all the time. I can't waste time. I can't afford to just be in someone's presence and all they want to do is talk to me and there's no action. I can't just keep dealing with people that want to keep telling me about the world, the government, how everything's on fire. And yet I'm the one that's hungry, hasn't eaten in 4 hours. Because I'm too busy working on projects and exercise, and I'm trying to keep myself on a regimen so I don't lose my mind. We're in a different timeline, folks. This whole hang, party, hang. It doesn't pay the bills or nothing. If anything, I should be working full time every single day. People wonder, why do I keep talking about this? Is it a cry for help? It's not a cry for help. It is literally just me trying to wake this generation up. When you're dealing with people, and people need to learn how to be patient with others and see them where they are at their level. Because if you cannot do that, you do not need to be that person's friend. I have friends who I don't see a lot because they're busy. I have certain friends who like me, but they prefer to hang with someone else. I never once thought about it as betrayal. That's childish. I never once thought about it as they abandoned me. That's childish. I never thought about. See, when you have a life and when you have a primary focus on what you need to do, you don't have time to think about that stuff. Do you honestly think that I would ever get any of my video projects done? That you think that I would ever get anything in my life done? That I would be one of the top students if I kept thinking about people all the time? When can we hang out? When can we play that next video game? When can we do the next Discord call? Do you honestly think that I would get where I needed to be if I always kept doing it? If I hung out with every single one of y'all, I would not be able to move forward at all. See me when you see me. Talk to me when you talk to me. It's not the end of the world. I need people to start making choices. And if they need to cause a mass unfriending exodus, do it and don't look back. Because I assure you, it's no hard feelings. Everybody is being pushed and shaken up to go to the next level. And there are certain people that you're just going to have to let go. It's not the end of the world that the person that you used to talk to stopped talking to you. It's not the end of the world that the person you used to be cool with can't be cool with you anymore because they got their own problems. You all need to understand that maybe it's not me that has the whole concept of a friend skewed. Maybe it's you all that have the concept of a friend skewed. To me, a friend is somebody who at least makes an attempt, is loving and caring and kind and does things without even being asked to. See, here's the thing about me and the type of friend I am. I'm a friend that's busy. I am a friend that has stuff to do. I am a friend that doesn't believe in the concept of always having to hang out all the time. I'm not Bill Gates. I don't have billions of dollars. I don't have time to waste. When you have my mindset, you see how jacked up and messed up the world is. And you have a vision that has been given to you. It's difficult to just stay in one place and just hang. Because when you are given something, given a talent, you can't hang. I have a good friend of mine. Love them to pieces. And they tell me all the time how busy they are with commissions. And we're still cool to this day. People need to learn how to have a graph. And they just need to figure out the type of friends and acquaintances that they have. And they won't be so hurt all the time. Stop trying to look for a best friend. Let the best friend come to you. You need to stop searching for a good friend. Because the good friend's going to come to you, and that good friend's never going to abandon you. And when there are moments when y'all can't talk, you will still love one another. Social media got you all jacked up into thinking y'all supposed to hang every single day. And that's not realistic. Even my own dog understands this concept that I'm busy and I get tired and I just don't want to be bothered. And when we do want to see each other, we show each other unconditional love. I understand that when it comes to meeting people, you have to earn their trust. You got to be with them for a while. But it comes a point in time when you get older, you're just going to learn to love people where they at. And stop demanding so much from them. Because you don't know their story. I have done this experiment before. And I have made a decision that I am ready for people to move on from me. If it didn't work out, it didn't work out. It's not a big deal. I did the best that I could. And I know I did the best I could because there's a lot of people that still come to me and they tell me, I know you're busy. I know you're going through a lot. But I just want you to know that I'm rooting for you in spirit. If you need me, I'm here for you. I understand. You want to know the type of people that don't act like this towards me? People who are on my level and a little bit above, or even more above, because they have a family, because they're busy, because they're working full time. Those are the type of folks that understand. It's the ones that have nothing to do. It's the ones who unfortunately are met with a fate where they can't get a job because the government has to take care of them due to their disability and whatnot. I empathize with those people. But it is just a concept that I can deal with people so cold, so misunderstanding, that these same people that claim that I'm not a good friend have not even once bothered to do the one thing that I've always asked, and it's in my VR chat bio. It says, want to know more? Simply ask. I will tell you it all, baby. I will tell you the good. I'll tell you the bad. I ain't gonna tell you everything if I don't know you like that. But I will give you stories. I just am not the type of friend that hangs out and wastes time. Because the one time I did that throughout my childhood, I regretted it. And that was the first time I got a C on my test when I could have got an A. And that very moment, it taught me something. So go ahead and label me this terrible person and whatnot. Go ahead and think whatever you like about me. Because at this point, it can't matter. Because I barely know you. Now when my own mama, father, and my family start saying I'm a terrible person, then that's when I'll see. But I can say this. I can hold my head up high. The only issue people have with me is that I don't hang out with them as much. I think any successful person look at me and say, that's a plus. You didn't do anything bad. You didn't cheat on them. You didn't do any of that. But if the only reason why people don't want to chill with you is because you're on a different level than them, then good. I had a person who unfriended me a year ago. We met again and talked. We didn't add each other back. And they said, hey man, how you doing? I said, I'm doing fantastic. We talked for a bit and that was that. And we went our ways. Wilkins, didn't you talk about this before? I did. I did talk about this before. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. People get caught up with the concept with me being this super duper nice but firm individual, someone that tells like it is. And they're like, I want to get to know you. I want to get to know you. But here is my question. What is it that you want from me? And a lot of people can't answer that question. Before you let me in your life, if you expect me to talk to you 24/7, the answer is no. If you expect me to hang, party, and drink with you because you're depressed, the answer is no. If you're just looking for friends with benefits, the answer is no. You need to ask me questions. You need to interview me. You need to talk to me before you just send me a friend request. Get to know me first. Every single person, 90% of a lot of people that meet me say the following things. Wilkins is a good person. Wilkins keeps to himself. Wilkins don't start no mess with people. Wilkins is about his peace. If Wilkins doesn't like what you do, he'll tell you and then he'll leave you be. He ain't mad at you, he just gonna keep it moving. Wilkins is going somewhere. Wilkins is goal oriented. Wilkins is focused. And when Wilkins ain't focused, Wilkins has to separate. Wilkins will help you to an extent. But the moment you start doing things, you start being disrespectful, you start being ungrateful, he's going to stop. Wilkins ain't dumb. Wilkins is very observant. Let me tell you all the negative things that people will say about me. He's weird. He's different. He's always busy. He's always AFK. He'll say he'll hang with you, but he can't. He always hangs with strange people. It's funny how those same strange people that I hang out with were more of a friend than you could ever be. These same strange people that even churches will look at them and say they are beyond help were the same people that came and uplifted me. The same people who gave me the best advice. They were the same people who donated to me and I don't even know them. They're the same people who gave me good advice. They're the same people who follow my Twitch channel, my TikTok. They're the same people who will come to me for advice. They're the same people who wish me and my. They're the same people who will wish me a happy birthday. It's funny. It's funny that that these people that I quote unquote hang around with, that a lot of people rejected and kicked, are the same people that are super nice to me, kind to me. And when I get to know them, IRL, they are good people. Firefighters, college students, martial artists, game designers, freelancers, former streamers.
Oh, not gonna say that.
So to people that like to, judge who I hang with, I would like for you to kindly shut your mouth. You don't know these people, you don't know what they went through. And if you had a bad experience with them, then oh well. I've had more support from these folks than I did from people from the church. I like the face on this one though, but literally the texture mapping. My mother could understand it, my father understood it, my grandmother was a little bit puzzled, my grandpa understood it, my aunts were a little bit confused, my brothers got it. But there's one thing that every person that has ever unfriended me, banned me, and whatnot has always said one thing. The only thing that they could say about me was, he communicates weird. But out of all those people, not one of them would come and ask me for clarification. What did you mean when you said this? And the moment I explain it to them, the ones that do reach out, they look incredibly ridiculous. And they say, oh, it was a miscommunication. I still like it. I like the face on this more. I am going to probably smooth out the part of the nose. I hate this line. Fuck it. I really hate it. Why do they have them? I need friends and acquaintances who are patient with me, that will walk with me, that will understand that I am going through a different chapter in my life unlike anything I've ever seen.
I literally said,
And if those folks do not understand this, they need to remove me. Because I have been strong for a long time. And people coming to me saying, oh, I need you, I need you. But who can I go to and say I need them? I guarantee you, I couldn't go to anybody and ask for a loaf of bread or a penny or for a game. Hey, I need this one game for a stream. It's just one. I've known you for 2 years. I never asked you for anything. The reason why I don't say anything when stuff happens to me is I gotta look at it from both ends. It's really difficult these days to determine the concept of friend. It's really difficult because people will make you feel terrible because they feel terrible about themselves. There's only so much you can do for people, and then afterwards you got to let them figure it out themselves. I have dealt with so many friends and acquaintances who were going through a lot more than me, and the one thing that they asked of me was to be patient. And I told them, you don't ever have to worry about me ever removing you. Talk to me when you need to talk to me. I don't expect people to message me every single day because that will annoy me. You don't need to message me every single day. I don't want to be put under a contract with people that I have to do this. And are you paying me? Because according to what I'm saying, like, you put me under a contract, like you treat this like it's a job. You're supposed to message me at this time, at this hour. Like, who are you to tell me anything when it comes to, how I should communicate? If anything, I have proof of all the messages that I sent to people. The many times that I tried to communicate with people, the many times that I tried to get close to people, the many times that I tried to connect with them, and a lot of them tried to shun me, and a lot of them didn't like what I had to say because I was telling them the truth. When they needed my advice, they got mad because I gave them advice. But yet those same people who got a similar advice from someone else, they came back to me and apologized, and they said, you were right. I can't keep living my life like this. Dealing with people who want to waste my time. Dealing with people who want to tell me that I'm a terrible person. Dealing with people who expect me to hang and 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 hang. It's borderline psychotic. It's psychotic behavior. I'm not going to be nice about it anymore. It is not normal behavior. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, and I know I got stuff I got to work on. But this high expectations of this friendship you're supposed to have, and I honestly will say that cartoons and these animes and whatnot are to blame for this. These cartoons and animes need to be more realistic on how real friendships work. It is not some Disney-esque experience where you get to see this person every single day. That's not realistic. I need a little bit of realism, folks. I want to see a TV show or anime, even if I gotta, help make one, of a long-term friendship that everyone was together and all of a sudden they split. And they haven't heard from each other in a year, and then all of a sudden they come back. And I get how that can mess with someone mentally. But if you focus on yourself and you have faith in yourself that you will see that person again, it always works out. Stop always expecting so much from people. You don't know their chapters. You don't know their story. You don't know their pain. You don't know what they're going through. Because you can message that person, they could cuss you out in the worst way possible because they're on edge. Now, I know some people say he doesn't try hard enough. And then when I do try hard enough, I get nothing in return. So what do you expect from me? It's up to you. What I want, number one rule that I always tell anybody is I want you to be yourself. If you low down and selfish and you need someone to help you with that, stay that way. Dude, don't be fake with me. The one thing that I tell anybody that adds me as a friend is do not be fake with me. If you're low down and you need someone to guide you and you're willing to seek help, fine. If you are someone who is selfish, fine. If you are someone who is shy and really wants to break away from being shy, fine. Because you want to know why it doesn't bother me? Because VR chat is not real life. Social media is not real life. It is an experience. I don't ever not once think about, I want to meet this person IRL because I don't know you. You enjoy the experience. You take the pictures. You have fun. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, don't make some sob story, some poem, some song about how this person betrayed you. You betrayed yourself. Because you had all of these promises, these fantasies about something that wasn't even going to happen in the first place. Now, I can't promise perfect friendship, but I can promise this. You will always be at peace. You will never do any nonsense or drama. Expect that I'm always busy. Expect that I do like to talk a lot. Expect that I listen a lot. But don't expect me to be this perfect friend for you. Every person that's on my friends list added is on the constituent or acquaintanceship level. Less than 100 of those folks are actual friends. It's not about how long I've known them. It's not about, how we helped each other. It's about the ongoing trust that we continue to have through the good and the bad. Has it ever occurred to you maybe some people just don't like to talk? Has it ever occurred to you that maybe some people just don't trust social media, which is why they don't put all their business out on social media? So the many times that you're constantly talking, and then the moment that you get hacked, now that hacker has all of your messages, all your pictures, everything. I remember when my mother would always tell me when I was a teenager, stop talking about your business. Stop telling people all what you're doing, because then they're going to try to stalk you and everything else. My grandma said the same thing. My grandpa told me the same thing. My father told me the same thing. Even teachers told me the same thing. You are not as terrible as a person that you think that you truly are, unless you violate certain norms and rules. You have to give yourself the benefit of the doubt that you are a human and that you are going to do things that are unbeknownst to you and something that you would never expect yourself to do when you was 5 years old. This is what adulthood is like. Now, I understand that in some cases, and I apologize if I ever done this, where I look at a person and I say, I want to be your friend. And then all of a sudden, I didn't pull through. You don't abandon me. You confront me and you talk to me and you tell me what is it that I've done wrong so I can do better. Give me a chance to fix my wrong. You give me a chance. Because I guarantee you that if you did the same thing to me, I will forgive you and I will give you a chance. We got to be so, we have to be more forgiving and stop being so unforgiving. Because the one friend that I constantly, keep paying tributes to, we have moments where we barely could talk with one another. Not once did I get mad at that person. Not once did I say, you're not a friend. Not once and all that. And I thank the heavens I never said any of that stuff, because now that person is gone. You have to watch what you say to people. Because if you ever hear the news, if you ever go through what I went through, where you receive the news from someone's family member that that person is no longer alive anymore, I promise you, you're going to put both your hands up to the sky and say, I'm so glad that whatever I first thought about that person, I never said it. Be mindful of your words. I don't, even when it comes to some rich folks, I don't understand why people feel like they gotta have this circle of people that hang and buddy up. But yet, if you were to ask every single one of them about helping with projects, or nowhere to be found. And people always like to, and the media always like to, put this as, oh, they're selfish, they never care about you. They just can't do it. So instead of not saying it. So instead of, saying something, they just don't say anything at all because they don't want to look like the bad person. Well, the way you talk, you act like that you're just this super perfect. I never said that I was perfect. I never said that I was the greatest friend of all time. I took a quiz, and the quiz even questioned me and said, I don't know if you like a besties or some people. And I looked at that quiz right back, those quiz results, and I said, you don't know what I went through. You don't understand that I tried to be a bestie people. And you want to know what people did to me? They kicked me to the curb. They spread rumors about me. They wished the worst of me. One even told me to end my life. Being me caused all of that pain when I was a teenager. Pain when I was a kid. But I, and with lots of help from others, chose to be patient, understanding, and how do I put this? More open-minded of what happens. If I deal with people that look at me like I have to do this to prove a friendship, you're gone. Because it works both ways, Buster. You expect so much out of me, but then the moment when I try to do the same thing, and then you want to act like that I don't do anything because you're too high, you're too drunk, and you're too depressed because you focused on everyone that's betraying you. And then the funny thing is, the same people that see how others treat me, they reach out to me and they say, don't feel bad. That same person did the same thing to me, but worse. And I don't get involved in that, because then that's what creates the revenge cycle. So, Wilkins, do you regret making friends? Not at all. I needed them in my life to teach me, to help me to grow up. Because there were certain lessons, painful lessons, that my father nor my mother could teach me. So they had to teach me those lessons. I am competent and fine with being by myself at times. Because the many times that I try to come to people, it happens all the time. They're depressed, they're sad, they drain my energy. They want me to fix their problems. They only message me when they need something from me, or if they're broke. But not once has any of them messaged me anything about college, anything asking me, are you hungry? What's your cash app? Let me donate something to you. I ain't got much, but I got $20. You only have to pay me back. Here you go. Here's $20. That's a friend right there. Someone from the goodness of their heart who just messaged you out of the blue and wants to see how you're doing and wants to talk to you and wants to socialize with you and wants to get to know you and sees that you're trying and sees that you're going through. That to me is a friend. It's not someone that just constantly wants to party all the time or play video games all the time, or someone that always comes to me when they're depressed and sad or wants to vent about the government in the world. The world don't care. The amount of hours and minutes that you spend ranting about the government's still gonna keep doing evil. Do like everybody else. Learn about the government and actually do something. Be an activist. Stop complaining about the government. Do something about it. They don't care. They drive off of the fact that this stuff happens to VTubers and rich people. They drive off of that. They drive off of tragedy. They drive off of division. They drive off of it. They drive off of people. I have someone who messaged me talking about I was able to trigger a narcissist. And I said, good for you. I'm like, why are you telling me this? Good for you, man. You want to tell me that, you did this and you used to be gang and whatnot? Okay. Interesting conversation. The biggest mistakes that I've ever made, one of them is joining those VR groups. See, people didn't have any issues with me until I started joining groups. Then they want to judge me, talk bad about me, put my name in the dirt, look at me like I'm two-faced, like I'm the terrible individual. And then when these folks come and see about me, I'm literally just minding my own business.
Also,
and then they look and they like, but they said this about you. And they said that you do this.
Hang on a second.
And here you are just mind your own business.
Everyone,
exactly.
My little events.
And this has happened on multiple occasions.
Yeah, any questions? Yeah, just write a letter. That's it. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Myself and Prince Profane, we used to
take this time,
lurk in folks' Twitch streams and everything.
Motivate, help somebody.
I remember when Prince Profane told me, he said that he would want to get to know me. He wants for me to be a friend. I tried. Every time I would communicate with him, he was always busy. I never took offense to that. I still like Prince Profane. And I still say that people should support Prince Profane. That's why I'm saying I don't hold any grudges.
That's fine.
You want to know what's wrong with our government? They have grudges, man. They angry at one another. They angry at this country. They angry here. They angry there. They angry at this person. And they all just showing their hatred. And what's happening? What goes to the top trickles down. Now everybody's showing hatred. Everybody's showing separation. Everybody's showing division. Do you want to know what happens when we see a government that's, united? Everyone's united. We have a government now that's so divided. So now everybody's divided. So the mass friending exodus, the unfollowing exodus, the blocking, the banning, kicking exodus is of no shock to me.
Okay, let me see about this one.
That's why I'm a selective
I'm gonna
mute.
make it invite.
That's why when
Plus,
people
so that
want
way
to, send invite
nobody
requests to
fears.
join me, if I'm not
So
in
anyway,
that
here we go.
state of mind to listen to people's problems or about the government, I just
We'll be
either
back.
ignore it or I don't say anything. I'm not telling people that they have to be quiet around me. I'm saying you got to be more empathetic and understanding that I'm going through another level in my life. And now people, especially my true friends, are understanding why I don't like talking about my problems. Because it does nothing for me. When you're dealing with a world that could care less about you. Because they can't afford to. Food prices are so high. Folks are losing their jobs left and right. People commit suicide. And you think that a bunch of folks unfriended and unfollow me is going to ruin my day? I'm supposed to be like, I'm a terrible person.
The type of content I make,
I can never do anything right.
So
every time I try,
I think the one thing that you could do is
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I
you
just
stand right
tried.
here, and then I'll be
You don't get up out of my face with that nonsense.
Of course, actually just playing the game.
I went through too much hell. I've been through a lot of garbage and crap with people. I have been made fun of in more ways than you can even imagine. If you think I'm just going to sit here and be like, no one wants to talk to me. No one cares about me. I'm so alone. No one wants to take me. Proud down sexual here saying I understand that people are doing this with maturity, but I force folks and my friends to grow up. I have to, because
hello there, my name is
whoever's in charge of the government, we already know our president, but whoever's in charge is calling the shots. And people are changing like the weather, acting different, acting brand new.
I'm really intrigued with psychology and
but
science.
The one thing that a lot of people can say about me is that I've never changed.
I am a selective.
I'm still me. I still show love. I still show care. I don't know how many times I gotta keep telling people this.
As you can tell, as I was hosting,
but you want to know what's funny?
Busy.
When I take the headset off, and I was actually when I turn it off, when I put myself offline for a whole month and don't tell people,
I always have,
and then I come back. I did it before. A lot of people.
And the best part about me,
Wilgus, we missed you. Wilgus, where you been? Wilgus, man, I hope you're okay.
The type of individual that I am when it comes to maintaining friends or whatnot is I do the best I can. I am a very.
I just add people now because it doesn't faze me anymore.
My schedule changes.
And I'm waiting for the people to just tell me as I'm busy and I'm doing this to call me a terrible person, this, and this. I had a person who literally called me the worst of the bunch because I introduced him to an artist. And that artist is suggesting I'm just looking for someone, and you trigger me. Like, you have no idea how many people try to conspire against me every single day. And people wonder how come I'm not broken down cry because I don't know them. They mean nothing to me. But I wish them
I'm very open-minded.
So when you get older, you have that attitude with me.
Around those that are too far to the left.
If people really want to be realistic on life, if I were to look at my friends list and just put it like that, people want to know who will be there on my friends list. I guarantee that number will be less than.
And I just like to have fun and just get to know people. So.
And the rest, we'll just have to communicate on Discord just to get in contact with one another.
I like playing video games, but to my schedule, it's kind of like getting really
I'm being real. I'm being real.
Play games like
folks want to be real. They want to get up all in my face. They want to say that I'm the devil, I'm Satan, and all this stuff. All right, I'm gonna start being real. I'm gonna start being real.
But that's pretty much a little bit about me. You'll learn more.
Not a single one of y'all will help me with my videos. Not a single one of y'all will come to my streams and even show me a little bit of liquor support. Oh, y'all don't like it when I say stuff like that. I don't know your schedule. That's not an excuse.
Check in on me. Don't ever feel like, oh, if I haven't seen you in a year, I'm just gonna remove you.
You see my videos. If you don't come to my streams, share them.
Adults, we all have lives.
You can share one video a week, and I promise you that will help.
So I completely understand. You may find me.
You communicate with me. Hey man, I'm live. You missed my live. Okay, cool. Can you help make a clip for me? You got it. I'll do the same for you. It's not that hard, boo boo.
Gather ideas for my next videos.
The one person who used to struggle with communicating with others, apparently now all of a sudden doesn't know what it means to be a friend. Get out of my face.
And everything. But of course, that just requires.
I have a lot of people
like artists
that can vouch me. If I have to make a TikTok just to prove my point, it will make all those folks that did what they did to me look bad. And I ain't got time for that because I'm not trying to go on some revenge tour. Social media is supposed to be fun, exciting, and engaging. People are supposed to wake up and be excited to want to talk to people, to be happy to want to get to, see people. What has happened is that corporations and society made these social media apps terrible.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
So now everybody's comparing one another. And it's still a problem.
But, I'm the type of person that will,
So the bottom line is of what I'm trying to say is, see, you didn't like when I said that. You didn't like when I said, oh, y'all barely are there for my streams. Y'all come to my streams and then leave. See, y'all didn't like that because I told the truth.
Remember me? I still remember.
Y'all didn't like that.
It's okay. That's good that you
made you angry, made you mad, made you feel betrayed.
Because
how do you think that I felt when people say that same exact garbage to me?
Which can lead to
watch your mouth when you talk to
people. Content creators being burnt out. So when you have those,
because when I start spewing facts,
see what you need,
I guarantee almost everybody will unfriend me because they won't like what I have to say about them.
So you're mostly introverted?
Because I'll tell it like it is. You need to stop smoking. You need to stop drinking. You need to get a life. You need to stop being so depressive. You need to be quiet about politics. You have no idea what you're talking about. You have no idea what actually goes on within the White House. You only get tidbits of information. What you think that you know that goes on in that White House, they already 6 steps ahead.
Okay. Sounds good. As for me,
I wish you would stop sending me all these little pictures. It's inappropriate. It makes me uncomfortable. Stop trying to flirt with me. I'm not interested in like. See, if I start being real with y'all, I guarantee you, unfriend is what y'all would do because y'all can't handle what I have to say. Then y'all gonna get mad, and then y'all gonna get pushy. You're gonna be like, we gonna get being mean to me.
You just need to talk to me.
I'm giving you a reality check.
Shoot me a message on,
y'all ain't ready for a reality check because y'all good giving me reality checks, but if I give y'all a reality check, then y'all want to start being mad at me.
But I'm mostly back.
This is the same person who rooted for y'all, showed y'all love, over here wishing y'all the best, but then when it's my turn, y'all want to turn y'all back?
YouTube.
I want to stop right here. Do you see how that made y'all feel? And then y'all wonder, well, how come you never said it? Because one, you won't listen. Two, you won't take what I say in offense.
Because you could just be mind your own business, and
that's why I am kind with my words. I am professional. I keep my cool.
All of a sudden, you get all these content
because there's a lot of things that happen to me. Trust me. Every time the dog wants to scratch my door, I want to say, "Beautiful stuff." Like I'm telling you, you have no idea the many times that I want to say certain things to my dog, say certain things to my family member. You have no idea the stuff that I want to say to my folks at my job. Be like, if y'all don't be quiet, always arguing and stuff, y'all have no idea the stuff that I want to say, but I don't.
I would never do
because it's unwise to always follow through with your emotions at the heat of the moment.
I always like to ask the question.
That's what y'all do, and that's why a lot of y'all 20-year-olds are suffering, and y'all going through it. Yeah, y'all got all this money, and yeah, you got all these followers, and yeah, you got all these subscribers, and yeah, you got it. But I guarantee you, mess up one time.
But I do respect.
And it's gone.
Boundaries are very important.
I met a streamer,
and I believe that. So
they were
I
telling
just want
me
you to know that
that they used to go
just
under this
don't be
name. I can't
surprised
say
if
it
you
due to privacy
notice
reasons.
certain things.
And
But
they
I'm
told me
mostly a kindred
it
free
was fun, it was
spirit,
great, but they dealt with
and
so much, they seen so much
I
that they got
just,
tired of it,
you know,
and they hit that
like to
nuclear button.
experiment with what life has to offer.
And now
I
people don't even know what
definitely
their new
have
account is. Only their
semblance
friends
idea
do.
of where I'm going. Like,
They said it was too much. They said
money,
they met a lot of
it
people.
takes
They met some
time,
folks
you
that
have
were
to find
rich,
the right people
and
to
that he
set
said that
yourself
he
up.
learned so. They said they learned so much that they said they
I
don't
am
want
the
any of
most
that anymore.
honest brony that you will meet on this platform.
They are content where they're at.
Ever lie to you. So I will always keep
So
an eye.
Wilkins, I don't get it. I don't understand. How is one supposed to live
so,
their life?
as you
How
can
is one
see,
supposed to, you know,
it's
have
really
this
easy
true,
with me. I know,
you know,
like,
refine the
the way I'm
happiness?
talking to
How
gay
is one
people,
supposed
like,
to find their lover?
I don't know about this person. You know, whatnot. They seem kind of like.
How about you just let time
It's
do
my
his
voice. I know.
job
People
and you just
get
focus
really
on you?
intimidated by my voice. They're
How
like,
about
holy
you
crud! Like,
pick up
you're
a weight,
good as pony. You have like the deepest voice
start
I ever.
jogging and walking,
But
start
all in
fixing
all,
your
I'm
3
really
meals a
just
day.
chill. And you know,
Start appreciating the job that you do have. You don't like
Yeah,
it, go to
so-
college, go to prison. But college is so
but
expensive.
anyway, I do thank
Oh
you for
well,
your
you just got to
patience.
pay it.
Don't worry about
Unless
the
you're gonna
whole,
form
you
some
know,
nonprofit,
because I
you
understand your
know,
time zone's different from
business
mine.
that will help students be able to
And
pay off their college
I was
tuition.
really
You just gotta go and roll with the
I
punches. You
think-
gotta pay up. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta sit in that
I won't
library
say I
for
told
2-3
my child
hours.
this, but I was
You
really
gotta
like
study,
that.
study, 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 study.
Like,
You gotta let your
think your
friends
voice
be
will
mad
hold
at you.
power.
Let some of your family members
It's
be mad at
always
you, and do what you need to
imperative
do.
and important
And
to,
then the right
you know,
people will come to you. Your
see things
girlfriend,
from both
boyfriend will come to
sides
you.
and don't
Your
always
your
personalize
homies,
it,
your actual best
because
friends that are
if
going
you
somewhere are
can
gonna
only
come to you,
personalize it and take
and they're gonna
things
help
personally,
you, and they're gonna encourage you,
it's
and they're gonna strengthen
that's where
you.
you are
Everybody
very
else is an
correct,
acquaintance and a constituent.
correct that. So, I recently had to deal with someone who was very careless with their words. I've known them for a
And
while.
once you get that to your fixed goal, you're gonna be happy with your life.
They told me, hey,
your life is only happy if you make it happy. Your life is only successful if you make it successful. Your life is only going to cherish and grow if you allow it to cherish and grow.
You know, you can always
and you gotta stop always saying no to opportunities. Take them.
So we unfortunately had to go out
the moment I get that knock, and my family member saying it's time to do this, let's do it. I'm hopping. And you want to know? I feel like the reason why the heavens above are allowing me to go through all this is so I can get my focus back. See, life has a way of weeding out people who were never good for you to begin with. They'll start acting funny towards you. They'll start ignoring you. They'll start betraying you. And you'll be like, what did I do to you? And then they'll look for things. And if you ever ask a person, name one thing that I've ever done to you that was so terrible. And the one thing they say is, well, you don't hang out with me as much. That shows you the maturity level.
And then what I'll do is I'll ask.
That shows you they ain't got nothing going for them.
And it's going to be a reel of how do you deal with
talk to any successful business entrepreneur,
how competitive are you?
And they will tell you those type of people ain't going nowhere
I like to ask questions
at the moment because they're too busy trying to be popular.
You can tell me what type of video idea that you have, and then we can go from there. Perfect.
Be with people.
Also, if you have an Instagram, let me know.
Be
what it is
with people
so
that every time you see them, you're ready to give a big old giant hug. Be with people who don't make you feel cautious that you gotta constantly, oh well, this person thing is like this, so I gotta go somewhere else now.
Okay, so give me a moment. I got to
be with people that like to be around other people but have boundaries. Be with people that are sociable. Be with people that are loving and kind. You could be with people that are shy and golf or whatever and that stuff like that. But listen, be with people with a good heart. That's all I'm going to tell you. They could be different. They can have their little mannerisms and stuff. But as long as they have a good heart, at the end of the day, be with them. If they ain't got a good heart and they trying to transpire and all they talk about is drama and stuff, stay away from them.
It's going to be the first to talk about this. To be very creative with.
Do y'all want to know what my time at VR Jam was like?
Videos they have
before
to be
I met all of these folks.
So.
It was an adventure. I didn't complain about being alone. I didn't complain about needing someone to cuddle me. I was never needy. I never talked about I was going to find love. I just experienced VR chat, and I had the time of my life. Y'all should have seen how I was acting when I had my first VR headset. I was like a kid again. I put the thing on. I was like, how do I work this thing? I was happy. I was joyous, man. I went to public worlds and I got to experience so much. I got to experience the Sonic community, the furry community, the brony community. I got to experience, all this stuff, and it was fun. And guess what? It's still fun. But you want to know what's not fun? Dealing with people that want to try to tell you what to do.
I think it's a mistake.
Dealing with people that want to demand you to come to their stream, demand you that you're supposed to hang out with them Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays at this time and this hour. Deal with someone that wants to constantly flirt with you. They don't even know you. That's not fun. That's not cool.
Oh, I understood.
Deal with folks with triggers. Dealing with folks that are always so political. Dealing with folks that are way too religious to the point that they don't even know what they talk about because they're hypocrites. That's what ruins the fun of social media. That's what ruins the fun.
All right, your turn.
People with egos. People who are narcissists, sociopaths, psychopaths, don't want to take their medicine, don't want to read a book, don't want to better themselves, don't want to exercise and work out, don't want to do nothing nice for anybody, don't want to talk about how much they love and appreciate the family members that do care about them. Those are the type of people that will bring you down mentally. If people think for 1 second that my life is perfect, that I wake up, I'm like, wow, everything is just so, no. I choose to see happiness. I choose to be joyful. I choose to be patient. I choose to look at the things that I do have, even though it's not perfect. I say, you know what? Let me just, after working out and stuff and I take a shower, let me just boot up a game.
Perfect.
Man, I haven't played this game in a long time, since 1998. Let me play it and just have fun.
Also,
and then people wonder, well, how come you don't want to do voice chat? Because every time I go to a voice call, it's always mess.
Subscription fee by $10, so now it's $20.
I guarantee if I were to go to a voice call right now, it's gonna be nothing but mess. It's gonna be someone talking about that they doing something to themselves,
I'm not sure,
or they depressed, or they can't stand their job. It's never anything uplifting. It's never anything about, that's non-political. It's always got to be something. But when people join me in a voice call, it seems to me, it's so weird because when I join a voice call, people get quiet. And I always say to myself, like,
question, how did you find my channel?
Why do people do this?
I'm really curious.
Why is it every time I join a voice call, people get quiet? And then something would tell me, because you have that voice and people want to hear what you have to say. They like you. They want to hear you. So I just stay quiet. And then they stay quiet.
Really?
And I tell folks all the time, like, you can keep doing what you're doing. I'm not minding my own business.
Well, I'm glad that you...
And then that's when I had to learn that people know. They can tell by your mannerisms. And I guess the reason why people are confused by me, because they're saying, well, I mean, when I look at your bio and stuff, you look so innocent. Everything about you, so it's just confusing. You're confused because you're ignorant and you don't read.
It's like it's continuously telling us.
You don't read, you don't communicate, you don't talk, you don't like engaging in conversation. You assume, you assume, you assume, you assume. I don't expect nothing from anybody because that's just how independent I am. I don't rely on anyone because life has taught me to not rely on no one but myself and from above. That's why I'm happy. That's why when people betray me and kick me and stuff, it don't faze me. I may be a little confused. I may be like, look, I may have my moment, but I snap out of it real quick because I'm like,
oh yeah, tell me more
think about all the people that do care about me.
That you make and work on. I'm always curious when I meet content creators to create.
People look at me and they say stuff like, wow, you're still on my friends list? Wow, I thought you unfriended me. And I look at these folks like, if you don't shut the front door, shut up, and grow up,
feel happy. Just positive feelings.
Your
I
mind
got
can
you.
play tricks on you.
So, what makes your content different?
It's happened to
from
me when I was young.
everyone else's?
I can't do diamond push-ups, man. It's hard. It's hard. Now I'm doing 200 diamond push-ups.
No, I love your vibe.
Why do I use that as an
love-
excuse? There's a lot of my friends
I love your vibe and I love what you're
who
doing.
can't
but,
do a lot of diamond push-ups.
what always
They
drives the
struggle when they
audience
hit
is the
50.
difference. What's
When
different?
they hit 50 push-ups.
That's what I love to look for.
If I could say this once, I'll say it again. I'll keep saying it, keep saying it. Life is not about trying to be better than people. It's about trying to be better than yourself.
I don't know.
There's always going to be something that you have to work on. And people will not be able to figure this out.
My personality with it.
There we go. That's what I like
But
to hear.
we have to grow
Personality,
up
bingo.
and understand that.
See,
If you don't see this
overthink
person
it.
again,
That's all. That's pretty much the answer.
Okay.
It's just you're creative, and you put your personality into it.
I
And
don't
that's what
do
people
all
look
that stuff anymore.
for. With me,
The
I do
whole
it to mostly
message you
educate,
when I'm
teach, and
online.
be somewhat entertained.
Oh, let me know when
So
you want to
everyone has
hang
their
out.
own,
If you see
you
me on
know,
Green and Blue, just come
reasons why
find
they
me.
make videos.
I'm not going to go do all of that. Oh, anytime you want to see me and I'm on orange, just, I'm not doing
Also,
all that.
question: do you know how to
Because
utilize
of
your
multiple
safety
reasons. And
settings?
I said this multiple times.
Because
VR
you're going to be in
chat is
situations where you're
broken.
in a public where
Use what?
This is an
safety
11-year-old
settings. You know how to
outdated
utilize that,
app.
right?
And
Because you
every
may be
time
in
I try to send a
situations where
request, I get
you may
rejected
deal
or
with
it
something
doesn't go
that you
through.
will
I
deal
don't
with
waste my
within
time.
this
I
process.
wait.
It's you just press the
You come
right
to
button.
me.
You
You
see a
find
little
me.
button that says enable safe mode. You press it. Everyone's hidden.
I
You
don't do
hear
that stuff
one.
anymore.
The only thing that you will see is just
The
your
moment
friends.
that's why I tell people that you need to take care of everything you need to do before you get
And that
online.
will save you.
An elder told me this when I
There's
was
a lot
young.
of people that say they
Take
say a lot
care
of
of
horrible
you,
things in
do
direct chat.
you,
That button
before
will
you
save
get
you
on that
some headache.
computer. I remember my mother told me that. She'd be like,
Oh,
did you finish your chores? Did you do this? Did you do that? And trust me, that's
A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't.
No, she was just preparing me for the
It's a
fact that
lifesaver. I told
those
you.
folks, if you're not careful, will
Alrighty,
take
well,
up so much of
your
your
turn.
time.
So,
You'll look and you'll be like,
what's the
man,
plan?
all these games that I bought, and I never had a chance to play them because those folks are taking up your time.
Oh no!
Talking
For
about
your
their
video.
problems,
What's
talking
the
about how much they
plan for the
love
video?
you, and they secretly dating someone that they can't stand.
Since you like to, be, happy.
So
and
is this all
goofy,
about VR chat or about Discord? What? No.
what
This
would
is
you,
reality.
oh.
I'm being real with people. I am simply saying this because people. This is why I made this message, because people
Evil
always
kitty?
want to
Okay.
look at me like
So I have it in my phone.
I'm a terrible person. Honey,
Yeah, you're gonna have to guide me on what is it that you
Boo-boo.
need to do. If you need me,
whatever y'all want to call each other these days, look in the mirror before you ever say anything about me.
Hmm.
Before you call me
I will take the
anything
role of
terrible,
evil kitty.
if
Sometimes have to
you
find
have
her.
perfectly
So,
clean shoes,
you know what that means?
pants
To
that
the
never
avatar
wrinkle,
search.
a sweater or a shirt that always stays intact, a hair that's never messy, eyes that never have bags under them, and you telling me you never cussed nobody out, you never had thoughts that you wanted
Ready?
to do something to a person because they made you angry, before you say anything about me, you better make sure that everything about you is perfect.
So what do you have?
I better see perfectly clean teeth, gums. I better see a nose that ain't crooked because if there's nothing imperfect about you, judge me all you want. Go ahead. You go right on ahead, and I'll listen to you. I'll be like, shoot, you over here doing something right, so let me get myself together. But if I catch you doing the exact opposite of what you got mad at me about, I'm gonna look at you like you the biggest hypocrite I've ever met in my entire life. Why don't you hang around me anymore? Because I ain't got the time. I'm busy.
Let's see.
We are adults, we're not children. To my older friends, be very weary of these 20-year-olds that you add on your friends list.
Evil kitty.
They're immature, and they need help with having a goal-oriented mindset. Not all of them,
That's
but
cool.
some of them. Be very careful.
Are you PC or
This is why a lot of people like to hang out with folks in their own friend group.
PC? Perfect. Okay.
I remember there was one time that someone said this. They was like, man, when I hang out with, the kids in public lobbies, I have more fun with them than I do the adults, because all the adults do is cry and complain about their life problems. Meanwhile, these folks just having fun. We over here doing a role play. I'm having the time of my life. I chill with them in the party. They talking about how they want to off themselves.
Ooh, this is nice. I wonder if it has any different uses.
It's sad.
Okay.
It was weird because it's like every time I take that headset off and I'm now in VR chat, I feel refreshed and relieved. But it's like the moment I put it back on, I just feel already drained, already yawning, already like, ugh. Not all the time, but it's just some days, and I just try to figure this out. But then the moment I try something new like Gorilla Tag, I was having the time of my life. I was on Gorilla Tag for 1 hour. Legs hurting and everything. I was happy.
Ooh, this could work.
And as soon as I got back on VR chat, I'm like,
that's different. Eye style. Ooh, that's the gaze. No.
I had a friend of mine who's going to be close to being 18.
This is perfect.
And he told me that he has been staying far away from VR chat. He's been doing other things. He's been focusing on school, focusing on himself. And he said he's been playing Gorilla Tag a lot. He said he's been having so much fun.
Let's see. Okay. I think this one's perfect.
This is the first time where I say that the problem is not just the people on the app, it's also the app itself.
I would make it like a, I don't know. Like
it's great to just be on an app and it works versus being on an app that breaks and bugs out.
I don't know, it's just like a bunch of aisles with avatars, something like that. It would be interesting.
Now, to all the folks on my friends list,
let's see. But yeah, this is
that
the best
never treated me this way.
Alrighty, so
I want to thank you.
Got the avatar.
Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your love. Thank you for not treat me like the other these furry streamers, how they treat me. I want to thank you. And if you're a furry streamer that has treated me with love, I want to thank you too.
Okay, you're small, so do you want me to be small?
Some people can't see themselves,
or
and
a little bit taller.
You just have to continue to just be an example. To all my young folks that are listening to this message, you do not have to be around a bunch of people to be happy. If they leave you alone, use that as an opportunity to better yourself. They will be back. Trust me. They will be back. You'll just be chilling, mind your own business. Before you know it, all these folks gonna start coming back. If it's VR chat, you're going to get 10 plus invites.
Long ago, I used to have...
If it's Discord, you're going to get a bunch of DMs talking about where are you. If it's real life, you're going to have a bunch of folks texting you talking about, hey, man, where you been? I missed you.
Plus, I'm just
this is not an opportunity to be upset and frustrated at people who are doing this to you. You have to look at yourself in the mirror once every single day. And you have to talk to yourself. We are dealing with a different time in a different generation. It is unlike anything that I and the ones that I know that are 50, 60 have not seen before in a while. We are in generation beta. One person said it best themselves.
Okay, so I have to do like
this generation looks at people like NPCs, not people. So if you don't fulfill their side quests, they are, so technically, let me break this down. Let me break it down because I get my words mixed up. I want to get this right.
For that part, you'll have to just be where I say no.
A lot of these people will look at you like NPCs. If you don't help them fulfill their side quests, you are nothing to them. That's not how we were taught in the 90s. We were taught to show love and care and support one another and to communicate.
I mean,
And we were also
I
taught
love this
that
other
if we don't
person,
see
but-
each other for a while, it ain't no big deal.
I figured you.
This generation,
Okay. Clothes or no clothes on?
take whatever
Gotcha.
you need to take from this message. It is completely up to you. But I can truly say this, that why Wilkins did the very best that he could. And if my best isn't enough, let the mass exodus of friending begin.
Now, which world should we go to? Mansion, house.
I've been sitting here waiting for almost 3 hours. It's been 4 o'clock, it's been 3 hours and 26 minutes. Waiting for someone to send me an invite or to join off me to get this collab done. I messaged someone to see if they would talk to me about a collab, and they just brushed it off. I have a choice on how to feel about it, but you know what I say? I say, life happens, I'm keeping it moving. When they're ready, we can try again another time. That is how a responsible adult acts. They don't go on tangents. They don't get mad. They don't be talking about how life ain't fair, how this person being fake. They keep it moving. They keep it moving. Don't blame yourself for inviting people into your life and they end up hurting you. And to those who did the same thing and you ended up hurting that person, don't blame yourself. It's a learning experience. Stop trying to be pixel perfect, walk a fine line.
Okay.
You're going to
You got OBS open, right?
not really enjoy your life. Take it slow with people. Every person that comes to me talking about relationship problems, I said, did you take it slow? And they all say no.
So
I rushed into it. I fell in love. I did this. And I tell them, you didn't take it slow. This is what I mean. Well, how do I take it slow? Get to know the person. Talk to them. Talk to them about size. Talk to them about math. Talk to them about a subject matter of interest. And just keep it simple. Build it up. Ask them about their day. If folks don't want to keep telling you about their day, something wrong with them.
I think you all get it.
Ain't nothing wrong being asked how your day is. Ain't nothing wrong being asked about what food that you eat. There is nothing wrong about being asked about the weather. There's nothing wrong about being educated every now and then. There's nothing wrong with that. If you're dealing with people that don't want to, have this type of conversations, then you really need to think about how often you want to spend time with that person. People can't see themselves. And sometimes we can't see ourselves. That's why we have to be very cautious of the decisions that we make.
That could work, honestly. Oh, who's a good little kitty? No.
I've had a lot of people who look at me differently now because I'm on another level.
I pretty much worked on this, I would do like.
And it's not the level that you think of where I'm making money. That's coming.
It just shows like a.
It's a different level where
some made up news.
I am not constantly coming to people over and over again
because of this
them.
attack.
And a lot of people don't like that because they always want it to be about
you do like
them.
the slow, dramatic.
They want you to make them number one. They want you to make them the most important thing. Before you eat or anything, they want to make sure that you check in on them. Those are the type of people that you need to be very careful around. To my young folks, you are precious and you are lovely. Stop letting people tell you what to do with your days. If you decide that you don't want to hang out with this person for a week and you just want to sit there, eat cereal, and watch Captain Planet, whatever show that y'all watch while doing
Captain Planet,
whoever's taking care of you with chores and while tending to your baby sister and whatnot, that is your choice. And if they want to get mad, you say that y'all ain't friends, fine. Don't let nobody dictate how your life goes. These are your chapters. Because while you over there hanging with them, they're secretly going above you. Don't fall for it.
If I feel just what's coming through here, no.
But you want to know something that I've learned, that what a friend really is? It's someone that will support you, love you, and care about you regardless. And they're very forgiving.
Fun fact,
and they're very sweet. And they're very patient. And when you be around them, it will be as if, even if y'all haven't seen each other in 3 minutes, it will be as if y'all,
the reason
I've
why
been talking
I wanted to
for
do
an
the
eternity.
evil part is because my character is pretty much.
I have a lot of
He
folks
goes
that
to
they always
boss.
want to talk to me. You want?
When
I'm
you
gonna
first
give y'all the
started
reason
streaming, you
why
went from
I don't
being
like doing
this
voice
hero,
calls anymore. I
and
remember I used to be
after
big
some
on voice calls. Oh, this is great.
Anti-hero.
I would be in
So
voice
now
calls,
you
and
go
folks
to
love to
vigilante
absorb your
And
time.
then at some
Put
point,
a
you're probably
timer
about to just
every
be
time you
full
get in a
on
voice call.
either hero.
By the time y'all talking,
So I feel like it's
and
better
once you're
if I
done,
say that,
get out a
you know,
pen and
hero.
paper and write down
But
all
I'm
what
not.
y'all talked about. You will be amazed at how much people will waste your time. That's why I tell people, text me what you want to say. Because
Okay.
you want to know why? Because when you
just
have
let
to
me know
think
when you're ready.
before you type. See,
All right, folks,
when you're
pause
talking,
my,
you're
voice
thinking,
recording.
but when you're like excited stuff, you just blah 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 blah. But when you have to type it out, you have to think.
I also do.
That's why a lot of folks don't like to write.
Things like this.
And funny enough, the recording is almost done. And we'll talk about it in a moment. I'm just doing something for Lunar here. Lunar Leaps is actually pretty cool for what I've seen.
I'll do my part first.
Definitely check them out.
Of saying that's a good kitty, and then I'll move the camera over to you.
Okay. So you do your part, and then you'll let me know when it's my turn. Cool. Do you want me to face you, or do you want me to just stay right here? Oh, I got you. You're about to record. All right, just let me know.
Oh, that's a good kitty, I say as I pet on Kitty. No, I'm evil kitty, said evil kitty.
Okay, let me know when it's my turn. Because what I do when I video records, I do it part by part, where you say your line, stop, and then the camera pans to me. That way it makes it easier, so you don't have to constantly just do one big recording and just constantly keep cut, because that can take up a lot of your time.
Oh, that's a good kitty, I say as I pet on Kitty. No, I'm evil kitty, said evil kitty.
Okay. So do you want me to say my line, or you just repeat? Do you want to get closer so you can pet me, or? Okay, go ahead. Oh, you want me to say my
Otherwise, my mic was off.
You want me to say my line? Okay. All right. Go ahead.
That's recording. It was.
No. Evil kitty.
Oh, you're already doing your turn with your head and going, no, I'm evil kitty.
Gotcha. Let me get the gaze fixed. No. I'm evil kitty.
Oh, that one was pretty good.
Thank you. I practice my voices and everything because I took most of the discourse design class. I learned from my friends and others. Just pretty much experience with role playing, so it just all comes naturally to me. And with a lot of practice, just researching, learning the proper ways how to, implement lines and everything. Plus, I received a lot of feedback throughout the years. I'm One thing you're gonna learn about me, it's easy to work with me. Because I was taught to be business-like when I was young. This app honestly helps me to do my best to be more chill and casual. So that's why I follow the whole no drama. My thing, no drama. Keep that for your llama. What about have a llama? Then buy one. What if I can't buy one? Then rent one.
Yeah, I've never seen a lot of this stuff from up close before.
Oh, you haven't? Yeah. Well, look at that. Both of our videos recordings are done. Easy. The Sixth Sense. Oh my god. Wow. So that is what the book looked like up close.
I remember
Good.
looking at the book.
Me too, honestly. So wait, whose house is this personally? Like in the game?
I think this is the players.
Oh, from GTA Online.
Hmm?
It's very nice. I do understand why it has to look that way, so that we be double for quest. This is a fun fact about me. When I first started streaming, I too thought about just going completely SFW, just do nothing but teaching and be a teacher and whatnot. Problem was, I don't know. I started hanging around certain people and they gave me all these ideas. Well, you should try this route, this route. So, you know what? Streaming's all about having fun and whatnot. I have my boundaries though. They went too far, said, you can't do that on stream. You should not do that. You know? But I was mostly just chill about it. So then I went from there to, okay, maybe a little 18 plus is fine, you know, because of my friends, they have very colorful language. I can't control how people talk. Adults will be adults. I work at a job where I deal with people that talk like a sailor. So they say some words that make me blush, like, oh my goodness. So then it went from that, be for everyone, for just being for adults, for being for adults, for seeing if I could do a mixture too, where I have like some streams where I do it for adults, some streams I do it for, you know, everyone else. And then I just decided we'll just do it 18 plus. Then I had some of my friends that come to me saying, well, that's not fair because, there's those that are a little bit younger that like the content. It's just like, yeah. So now I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to keep, everything like SFW, but suggested to a point, but mostly it's just, I keep it safe because TikTok will have your head, literally. I had a friend of mine who did something, funny on my stream, and it got me, well, it didn't get me banned, it got me suspended. So I can't recall what it was, but they didn't like it. So ever since then, I just feel like, okay. But this is a nice place. I'm gonna add this to my favorites. Also, I do apologize if I'm talking a little bit too much.
Yeah, good.
I know that's where I just talk a little bit. Oh, I talk a lot when I'm really excited. My week was interesting, to say the least, but I made the best of it. Honestly, I made the best of it. Videos done, working out. So happy to be able to go outside, get some fresh air, and get my body moving. And of course, a day where I'm not sick is always a good day for me. So, then of course, work was honestly pretty good, and I had to make some tough decisions to leave some servers and groups, and I'm feeling really good. I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I got away from that. Just focusing more on myself. Speaking of books, I know I talked about this in my stream a lot, but have you gotten a chance to check out The Great Myths of Aging? I assure you, it will really take you less than a day to finish. It's only like 140 something pages. Lots of wisdom. It's definitely well worth your time. For me, I'm like a slow reader because I like to, really get in all the details. It pretty much destroys a lot of the myths that's been going on about elders and about, what goes on when you're aging. Breaks it down, has a lot of scientific facts. Oh my goodness. The way I've been viewing life has been different ever since. How do you feel about violence? Because I do like shows like The Boys and Invincible. You probably noticed that in my content. Does it make you squeamish or?
Mm.
Okay, I just want to, because I wanted to ask if you, what were your thoughts on what was it, the latest episode of Invincible? It was uh, Invincible, Mark versus Conquest. It definitely made my stomach turn, even though. Oh, you haven't seen it? I'll spoil it. What I saw, ugh, pretty brutal, pretty brutal. So you will enjoy it. I'm actually surprisingly getting invited. Would you like to join me and a friend of mine?
Um, let's go tell him move familiar with the group.
Oh, right. Hey, it was a pleasure meeting you. Always message me on TikTok DMs if you can. I'm glad we got this done. And if you have any questions or if you want to do another collab, just let me know. It's been wonderful working with you. I definitely want to get to know you more. You take care.
Good night.
You too, Lou. You take care. Love your videos, by the way. Have fun. Oh, there's 10 people in my group. I better check see what's going on. That was fast. All right, folks, I'm gonna get back to.
And now they don't like type anymore. Now they got an AI that they can pretty much have implemented, and that specific AI, all they do is just talk, and it does the work for them. That's scary.
Woo! Oh boy, I'm back.
Have
So
fun.
let me see some of the
Be
letters
with
y'all
where
been
you want to be. Better yourself. Love yourself. And if people want to leave you, as much as it hurts, let
Hello
them.
there.
Let them. You have to showcase
Everything
how
been okay?
much you love and
I
care
am
for
the
yourself.
owner of this instance. Just want to make sure
Discord was
everything's
one of
been
the
fun.
worst
Just the usual stuff
inventions in
that goes on
history.
color lobbies. Okay.
And I know that's rude to say, but I don't care.
Oh, you wrote a letter.
The way how these
I,
folks act
see it?
don't make no lick sense. Keep your sanity, folks. Because
I can help you.
somebody,
Here, follow me.
and there are a small group of people that root for you and they care for you and they
So
love you.
once they're
And they
done,
will
what you
never
do is
make
you
you feel
click
any
on
less than that.
see
They
where it
will
says write a
uplift you
letter, and it should
and they
pop
will
up a
encourage
text
and
where you can
motivate you.
just type in
You
the
don't need
words that you
people
like.
constantly telling you what you're not doing. You don't need that. And you definitely don't need no folks always constantly coming to you venting about their problems because it's not going to solve anything.
Bingo.
This is Wilkins speaking. I love y'all so much. Y'all take care. Be safe. And y'all have yourself a wonderful, splendid, fantastic Thursday.
I do apologize about that, folks. No, it's a world where you pretty much can write a letter. It's pretty intriguing. I pretty much read almost every letter here. Yep, so what you do is you look for the piece of paper, you select it, and it should pop up a chat box. Oh, goodness gracious. Ugh.
Guys, I found the sad room. There's like a fucking guys. There's like so much more to this fucking world. There's like portals upstairs that take you to different fucking worlds, and they're all like sad.
Really?
So much sad shit.
Shouldn't be sad. Let me see if I can find a letter that's actually,
I want to kill myself, and I can't keep going.
well, here's one that I found that's motivating. To everyone reading this, take time out of your day to realize that all the stories on these walls are true, and this may some people's only outlet. So please be respectful and try not to cover anyone else's story. It might mean everything to them. That is so true. What was that other letter that I wrote that was good and powerful? Uh-oh. It looks like the world owner's going to have to really update this world because the letters are kind of like, meshing together. Let's see. Ellie said, my friend Ellie said, hi, answer super suck, Ellie, meow, dear, you and like, yay, bro, and like that, meow. Oh my goodness, yup, that is definitely something that my friend was. Let's see here, what else? Alright, let's see. this is new. I don't think I read this one. To anyone confident dealing with a lot of bull, I won't use generic. You'll be okay. Like it's, crap for everyone. If people tell you you're dramatic, have no reason to be sad. Have them. It's okay to be sad or want to disappear. But know you can change that with how you do everything. Ask for that help. Talk to someone. Ooh, listen. Have all the people bring you down. Do you know how to read them? Uh-oh.
No, I can't see them on the wall.
Ooh.
I'm not blind.
You might want to. Oh, yeah, you might want to. Yeah, you might want to rejoin the world then. What else is what will bring you down? All harbor checkers can keep going until you're supposed to go. Everyone is a click bacon in the world, but we all 7 years got it set and know you can see me. Interesting. Let me see. Hi guys, I'm Sans. Here, let me see. Where's the Undertow reference? Hello there. Hello there. Huh? Oh, there's another room. Thank you. I didn't realize this. I love my partner so much. They mean the world to me. Oh, you found it? Wait, you can actually go inside the mirror. Oh, what? Let's see, hang on, good. Just not go over. Despite thing, it's still you. It's true though. I have no clue. You want to hear a letter that I wrote for everyone? All right, give me a sec. Oh. The reinvention process requires sacrifice and patience. As you bleed through your trials, you will advance and become wiser. Do not be afraid of once open doors being locked, for new ones will continue to open. Your uniqueness and rare creativity and talents is what the world needs. Do not conform, be a copy of society. Be above it and become legendary. If you wish to find me on VR Chat or TikTok, I'll be delighted to motivate and talk to you. Thank you. Yeah, that's the one that I came up with. Well, thank you for that. I try. But yeah, welcome to Paul's and Who's. Usually these public instances are not that chaotic. Do apologize for leaving unattended. I did promise someone that I need to get a video collab done with them, so I had to get that done. So, and I figured, what could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Just leave for a little bit. Everything. Yeah. It's great that there's a world like this where people can express how they're feeling because, it's tough out there. But yeah, I'm Wilkins. Nice to meet you. Wait, there's a letter up there? For me? Hmm. For me? I would say I'm just looking for a good time and adventure.
stay here like permanently, or did they all disappear when it?
They stay unless the server's down. Yeah, it's technically my own world. Yeah, the world creator's going to, unfortunately, if it gets out of hand, write down some rules saying that if there's anything racist or whatnot, he's going to delete it.
It'd be a shame. This is a good idea. So like,
Well, I mean, well, I am on the defense of freedom of speech. If it is like discriminatory and racist, and I agree that it shouldn't be here. I mean, that's not motivating at all. So,
well, it's fun talking, but I gotta go. You have yourself a good day.
you too.
Water.
And definitely consider joining the group. We host events really Mondays, Thursdays, and Tuesdays.
Alright. Have a good day.
You too. Be safe. Reinventer, you guys seeing this? How did I miss all of this when I was? Whoa. There's more. What? Now this is funny. I'm gonna actually read this. Oh, you got and gluteus maximus on you. All right. See, that's what he's talking about. Spread your gluteus maximus open, dude. You can do the rump shaker, huh? The fuck shake. Give me the fuck shake, dude. Shake your gluteus maximus. Take your hands off and shake that. Pull your shirt out. I know you can shake it. Shake it. Yeah, that's some fug gluteus maximus right there. Oh yeah, that'll work. You got the booty, dude. God darn. Look good, bro. Yes. Yeah, nice, huh? All right, that'll work, bro. Put that condom on. Wow. The last sentence is deep, honestly. Put that condom on. It's kind of like someone just being sarcastic and you just said, man, get your life together, put that condom. It's hard to read this because the text is meshed together here. Recently, life has been hard with school, friends, family, and just living. I had no motivation, I barely smiled, but things got better after I met the love of my life. I remember when we first met, I love you and I always will. Shark Sea. You. There's so many doors here. It's no way. There's another one? I didn't read every letter on my last stream. You got this, say with me. You got this. I root for you. I love you. There's any way to make me should add me. Okay. There you got it, Knuckles. Of course you went to the fridge, big bag. It was Big Mac. Sandwich. And I could use a sandwich. I'm supposed to know what kind is it without munching. Oh, God. Oh, my goodness. Oh, oh goodness gracious. So, what type of letters did you all write? Do you know the. What'd you. Hello there. Ugh. Hey, look, there's another Ugandan Knuckles.
Janet Jazz, what's your favorite Nickelback song? What's your favorite Nickelback song?
Exactly.
Like Nickelback is my favorite band. Probably. I listen to Nickelback every day, all day. Yeah, she took my daughter. She took my house, and I live in an apartment. But at least I have my C706 Corvette. No, it's okay. It's okay. Where the dude is like, he's trying to like and she's like, I like scrawny guys.
Goodness gracious.
What about that's the first thing that's true. That's true. It's a shit like that.
They call me smell. I just took a shit.
Understandable. I can relate to
Take
that.
care of Prince family. So,
I
Pringles. Great at every other chip.
Bro.
Would like it better. Someone who's. Oh,
My friend, they were like, "Wow, it's like, yeah." There's like this gag I've been doing where yeah, my searching. Yeah, you know, like
all right, y'all have fun. I gotta check on something. All right, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and end stream. Thank y'all so much for your patience and understanding. Hopefully that you learned a lot from my stream, and I want to thank Lunar Leaps for holding up their end of the bargain and doing this. And I shall talk to you all later. And again, if you heard anything that was inappropriate, I do apologize in advance. So, but take care, be safe, and much love. Boop. And I may have to delete the stream afterwards, or have to edit or something. I'll think about what to do. It just depends on what I've heard.